Happy Sabbath Church and good morning. I'd like to do this week's COVID-19 update as usual. It's showing you in the graph the recent trend of the new number of COVID-19 cases. The past 6 weeks, you have seen that the trend has gone steadily down, as low as even at the very beginning of July or late June when we were just reopening the church. But the past 2 weeks have seen, unfortunately, a worsening trend. The number of newly reported cases per week is going up again. Now we're at roughly about 180 cases this week, which is up from the low point just a couple weeks ago of about 100 cases. So that's not that good news. Additionally, something I'd like to introduce you to this week, if you don't know already, is something known as the positivity rate. The positivity rate is defined as the total number of positive COVID-19 cases versus the total number of tests that have been taken. The number has been hovering around between 17 and 19% over the past month or so. At the start of June, the positivity rate was in the low teens at most. So really what that's saying is we're in a really steady state at this time, not nearly as good as what we were when we opened the church back up, but definitely better than the high in July, but it might be creeping up a little bit. Another not so good milestone this week that was announced in the news for Texas is that we are now number two in the nation for the total COVID-19 cases. California used to be the number 2 spot and actually had the highest spot for quite a bit of the time early in this pandemic crisis. And then, as you know, New York took over. You probably heard New York City especially had a significant number of cases, but now the total number of cases in state-wise, Texas is number 2. Again, not another good milestone for our state. So what can I say? Basically what I again advise you to do is the positive news that we had in the past 2 or 3 weeks is starting to be erased, and the gains that we made are starting to be erased again with number of cases going up. Number of hospitalizations, including people in the ICU, is relatively stable, but the number of ventilators required for those particular individuals is still going down. So that's good news. Until next week, continue to keep safe, practice appropriate COVID-19 precautions, and may you have a happy and blessed and safe week.